Do you smell that? This, my friend, is very special coffee from the west of Jember in East Java, made in a little village from Ibnu. Today, our friend Ibnu will show us how he creates his famous manually roasted coffee called Kopi Nue. We'll show you everything from roasting, grinding, and of course tasting. We will help him and learn about his special ingredient too. We will step aside and let Ibnu do most of the talking because he is the real master. Good morning, Bagorejo, a village in the west of Jember in East Java. It's a place where life is good, people are nice, and everything is just, well, santai-santai. We are currently on our road trip from Bali to Jakarta, and we are taken into the care of Ibnu and his mother, where we stay for a few days.
By the way, you guys really loved our last video and we reached more than 1,500 subscribers in just 2 days. Thanks to all of you for supporting us, and you guys are amazing. Before we start with the coffee, Patrick needs some of Ibnu's mom delicious food.
Makan dulu ya. Sarapan. Sarapan sama ayam, sama nasi, sama
Ketimun.
cucumber.
Ketimun.
Titimun.
Ketimun.
Ketimun.
Bagaimana? Enak?
Enak.
Enak.
Enak banget. Selalu enak.
Selalu enak.
Selalu enak.
Tapi kurang pedes. Aku kasihan ini kalau pedes tidak makan ini nanti.
Cukup pedas. Buat sarapan.
Sorry? Yeah. Bet this well is very old. I wouldn't tamper with this because I don't want to fuck anything up. But I assume.
You hold this. Oh, nice. That is the coffee. That is going all over the world at the moment.
All over Indonesia.
And I think there are plans to send this to Australia.
Ooh. While Ibnu is preparing the oven in which we will roast the coffee beans, let me tell you a little about Ibnu as while he is preparing. Ibnu has been living in Japan for years. He just came back to Java last year. It is hard to believe that he just started the coffee business when he came back. Everything he does looks like he has been doing it for years.
So what we're seeing here behind me is the start of the roasting process, and Ibnu is lighting up the fire with bamboo and other wood pieces. Gwyn is having lunch.
Really good one.
Really good one. Here we go. So that's the beans that are going to be roasted. The last pieces of every piece of coffee is in this pot now. So I guess we are waiting until this pot is hot enough, and then the beans will go in that pot.
Yes.
Wow. That is my first time seeing coffee created like originally. The Liberica coffee beans, not Arabica, not Robusta, what we know at home. This is Liberico. Liberica. But probably this process is the same for all beans.
Prosesnya sama kayak bean rice.
Sama.
You can produce, like you can do it with all the beans, this process.
Same thing.
And this is the kopi luwak. It came from a wild luwaks, and like they basically defecate the beans.
Yeah, they ship them out.
Yeah. And yes, this is very original. Yeah, Ibnu also sells kopi luwak. I didn't know that. I just found out. But yeah, this is the famous kopi luwak sold all over Indonesia at a very high price. Yeah. And this is the kopi. This is also kopi luwak beans, but it's just not cleaned yet. There's still a lot of all over it, and I can smell it.
What's that?
Oh, harus diasapin dulu.
I love coffee so much.
What's your favorite coffee?
My first coffee is Liberica coffee, of course.
Liberica.
Yeah.
The one we see over here.
Yeah. This. Okay. I love coffee, you know, so much, you know, because I from a kid. I was drink coffee every day, you know. It's still alive, you know.
Nice.
So I drink this, you know.
And where's the best coffee from?
The best coffee from, of course, I love my place. Of course, I think from Jember lah. You know, there are so many kind of coffee all over Indonesia, you know. Especially like the Arabica. In the place have what you know, specialty and diversity. And
Which one?
I mean, there's some specialty. Like from Ijen, there are Arabica Ijen. Okay, they have also some different taste. In Sumatra, you have Aceh Gayo, former example, but there are so many, no? Also from Sumatra. And from Sulawesi, you also Arabica. So most people so admire with Arabica or Robusta, you know. It is so common already. But for me, as my identity, I like to try something that's not common. You know, this one, Liberica, I choose Liberica or Cafe Excelsa. So I try to choose with manual. Because it reminds me when I was a kid, when my mother or my grandfather or my brother, whatever, doing the stuff with this one. So I was thinking how to make it look like them, but a different way. So just by creating this kind of stuff to roast it, you know, to roast the coffee.
How long does it take to produce this coffee?
It's about like less than 40 minutes, you know, just doing like this.
When you already harvested the beans and dried them, right?
Yes, just to roast it only took 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes.
And from the plantation to the coffee package, how long does it take?
Oh, it will take too long. It depends. There are so many kind of process from the bean, from when they harvest it, from we call it cherry bean. It's when they still have fruit on it, they become fruit. It's gonna be natural process. I like the natural process. It's gonna take like more than 1 month because every week you have to try this. Every week, more than 1 month for the natural process. Okay, one. I like it. And then also there's a fermentation, and then wash, semi-wash, full wash, whatever. You know, some of the fastest one is like a full wash or semi-wash. It's very fast. You know, I think they take around less than 2 weeks. They already can have it like this one. What they do is like they what we call peel off the skin, and then they dry it off with clean up with the water, whatever, something like that one, and then just dry for like a week, or 1 week, and then ready to do like one. With the natural process, you just harvest the coffee, the cherry bean, and then just dry off on the like that one, maybe so 1 month or maybe 2 months. After that, you just peel off the skin with the roller, with the machine, and it will take longer. That's why the taste is different too. Yeah, you keep it all. There's so many times.
Will we see the coffee berries today?
Coffee pea berry?
Yeah.
I do have a pea berry. Pea berry is called a kopi lanang. It's very famous one. Also, they believe that kopi lanang or pea berry make your libido or your sexual.
I need to write this down. I buy 10 kilos.
No worries.
I want to make Quinn happy.
It will be increase your sex drive. Something like when you have kopi lanang.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to that.
Natural.
This is natural herb, you know.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
So how long is this? Do you do this until that's finished?
And the finish around 40 minutes.
40 minutes just like this?
Yeah. One more process.
So you can like sit here, smoke,
Smoke, yeah, you can
watch
smoke.
watch some videos, watch you can like coffee beans and chill, or like Netflix and beans,
So you can do like this one for here. And then just
drinking coffee,
Then you can have your
roasting, have some
snack.
snacks, cemilan.
Somewhere here, whatever.
Nice. Cemilan sama kopi, sama rokok, sama banyak waktu banyak. It's getting hot here. Always grinding, always on the grind. You know, like you have to grind in life.
Yeah.
If you're not grinding, you're doing something wrong.
This we call kopi lanang or kopi berry. This is
Kopi berry.
kopi lanang, kopi berry.
Oh, wow. So this right here,
Yes.
coming from the wood.
It's
Alright, this wood oil,
bamboo oil.
bamboo oil, it is good for scars.
Yeah, for scars. Like a bekas hitam-hitam apa gitu.
Oh, okay. Hilang ya? Do I have scars on my little feet?
Banyak.
Come on, heal yourself.
Yeah, where is it? I need
Sementara seperti ini.
like this. Okay, so I will just take some, put it on my scar.
And gone.
It will be gone.
Scar be gone.
So Ibnu just explained to me how to know when this is ready, like finally roasted. It's when white smoke is coming out of the pot. Then we know we can take it out. We will get it out, have some last sniff to check if it's really ready. And yeah, that's how we know it.
One of people I call this kopi lanang, you know, or tea berry. This one. This process is a bit different from the normal coffee. When they come from cherry bean, when it's still like a fruit, okay, the farmer harvests it as usual. They just dry it off, and then when it's dry on the yard, whatever, you dry for like 1 week or maybe 1 month for natural process. For semi-wash or full wash or fermentation, maybe take another time more to make it like this, you know. This one, it came from, hold on for a second, let me give you an example. I'll pick up some bean
Okay.
from here. So this is Robusta bean, like this one, this Robusta bean. They just, this one, they pick up one by one for kopi lanang, like this, one, like this, and then they collect it like this. This was kopi lanang. They have a different type of kopi lanang, kopi berry. This one is normal one, and the single bean. They have no, even more round.
Okay.
It's no more. Okay. This one. So I got this one from my friend. We call it a coffee broker who's selling coffee. I got from Jember and Banyuwangi mostly. This one Robusta one. And then I just head here first before I go into the stuff. I just dry off a little bit there.
After the coffee comes, you sort it out again for the
Yeah,
size.
for the size, yes. To make it all the same size.
All same size.
Yes. Here. This. Here. Here. You take it and then just blend it for 40 minutes, like 30-40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes, and then another 10 minutes, I think, right? To finish.
And then after that, you grind it.
Yeah, I grind it by manual, or I can grind it by hand hammering with the hand. For hammering, I have stuff like that one over there. Hammering. You want to see the hammering as well? Yeah. This. The way I do hammering coffee, I put some bean here, and like this. Like this. Okay. When it's not all, I do this because when there's too much order, I'm gonna use Dewan or machine. I have also machine grinder. Okay, so I mix it up. Something like that. Depend on what they request. If they want a very fine, like the powder, so normally I use this. But if they like for 560 or espresso, whatever, I use a machine grinder for it.
Do you have a favorite part of the process?
My part process is doing hammering this.
Hammering.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hammering this.
It's like a workout.
Like the workout here.
And the bike, which I'm familiar with. So the white smoke is coming out of there. Ibnu is checking every few seconds. Oh, wow. And what do you say, Ibnu?
It's done. Almost done.
Is it done?
Yep. That's time to
So it is finally time to get out the coffee. The delicious roasted Liberica di Jember.
So now you know how the coffee is made. But why is it actually so good? What we learned is this: no matter what you do it with full attention and love. And I think people feel that, and they will taste it in the coffee too, as we do when we drink it. And I guess you just have to believe us, or you can just try some coffee from Ibnu himself. You will find a link in the description below.
So it's time for us to jump on the scooter and travel to our next destination. Next stop is Lumajang in East Java.
Coffee roasting is a very tiring process. That's why our little beauty here is sleeping. So it's time to take a nap before we are going to Lumajang now. So a little rest before the travel.
Oh, this is goodbye. Thank you udah dikasih kopi dan udah dikasih semuanya.
This is the coffee we take with us. So we have a really good source of the best coffee in Indonesia.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Terima kasih banyak Mas Ibnu.
Sama-sama. Ayo, hati-hati. Oke, Mas, mau pulang dia, Mas.
Terima kasih.
Sama. Thank you.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sad. But yeah, we are going to Lumajang. After this, it's somewhere near there, and the journey would take us 2 hours and 30 minutes. So yeah, we are back on the road. And we will miss Ibnu, and we will certainly come back.
They will. We waiting for your coming back.
Thank you so much,
No
Ibnu.
worries. Thank you so much. Bye. See you. Good luck. Bye.
Bye! Look at you drinking your Ibnu coffee. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I'm filming here. This is a scene for the intro.
Oh, you're so cute.
Okay. So see you in the next video.